Welcome, guys. Please come in, like and share as you come in. Member Sonia, welcome. Danny says, I see you. Please come in, like the video, like and share as you come in, please. You are blessed. If you say you are cursed, please like and share as you come in. Let's stay together. Welcome, guys. Please, as you come in, like and share. I know Mommy Bree is live. I'm sure she'll be running off anyway. Like. Please like and share as you come in, please. Please like and share as you come in, guys. We are chosen by God. Like and share, guys.
Let's all live by the golden rule, treating others the way we want to be treated. We are chosen. We are loved. We are lovers. We are women. You are a woman. The power of a woman.
The power of a praying woman.
We are the champions. We are the leaders. We are the prayer warriors. We are the home builders. We are the fountain that will never run dry.
Oh, yes.
We are beautiful and wonderfully made. Yes, we can. Together we can move mountains. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope you're all doing great. Oops, sorry, guys. I'm knocking over my camera. So I'm going to do a very quick show, very short one. People can join and people can rewatch later. And it's a topic that is actually really trending in our community at the moment. Sorry, guys, just a quick question. Sorry, guys. I just got a text. Please, as you come in, like the video. So, like I was saying, I will do the show and people can join at some point or they can rewatch at the end of the show. But due to commitments, I couldn't wait for Mrs. BB to finish her show. So I'm just going to do this show so quickly and then run off. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. Please, as you come in, if you're watching it, please do me a favor to like the video and share if you can. That would be great. So we'll be talking about one of the most trendy topics or happenings in our community 237 when it comes to the alleged serial offender in our community. And for those, maybe some people haven't heard about it, but that's really big on other social media platforms. I haven't come across it on YouTube a lot. So it's only fair. Mom of two boys. My darling big sis. Happy new week. Hope you're doing okay. How's the family, big sis? Thank you so much for joining. Please, guys, as you come in, I know Mrs. BB is live, like I said, but due to time constraint and other commitments, I've got to do this show now. And then people can watch it later. That's absolutely fine. So before we get into today's topic, it's going to be a quick show. People can call. If you want to call and contribute, you can call and contribute. That would be fantastic because it's a subject matter that we all should learn from. Okay. But before I get into the topic for today, there's just something I want to talk about when it comes to minding the circle of people or the circle you keep. A lot happening in our community recently. A lot happening in our community recently, especially when you see the things that are happening on YouTube Street, you wonder, oh my God, where are we heading to? Oh, big sis. Shireen's Kitchen. Welcome, big sis. I see you. I hope Mama's event is going okay. It has been fantastic if it's passed already. And I hope you're having a great time. You look so fabulous. Home is home. You look amazing being back home, honestly. The fresh air, the food, company and everything, it makes all the difference. So thank you so much. I'm surprised you've actually created the time to actually jump in to say hi. Co-host is sleeping, big sis. Co-host is sleeping. That's why I'm rushing because she can literally get up at any moment from now. So if she gets up, we're in trouble. She's a little bit grumpy when she wakes up from sleep. So... Principal, welcome, voice of reason. Welcome, darling. I see you. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you so much for joining. Please, as you come in, do me a favor to like the video and share if possible. Like I was saying, there's a lot of things happening in our community, and I'm just wondering what is going on. I reflect a lot. I'm thinking about growing up, the upbringing that I had, the things you were taught as a child growing up, and how I was raised in a household where it is absolutely important to respect your elders. It's of absolute importance that you respect your elders. In my family, in our family, if somebody is older than you, even for a day, even for a day, you refer to them as sister or, brother, which means senior this or senior that. That's how we grow up, and you accord them that respect. Okay, when they're talking, you listen, and you only talk when asked or when it's your turn to talk. And when I growing up, you would always, come across elderly people coming back from the bushes or from the farm, and they're, carrying their cargoes, be it their bag of yam or potatoes, or you see an elderly man carrying a log of wood. And the first thing you want to do as a child, is, take that bag from the grandma or the mama and, help her, escort her to her residence. That's how we were raised. That's the kind of respect you were expected to accord to your elders growing up. And then because of that, I view my elders as the torchbearers, the people who are supposed to lead us by example, the people who actually do what is expected of us, the youths. That's the mentality I've always carried with me as a child and into my adulthood. And it's the same principle I live with every single day. And I look up I look up to any senior person of mine. I believe that this person will be truthful, will be honest, will correct me when I'm wrong, and would applaud me when I'm doing something right, which is absolutely a normal phenomenon in life. So when I see senior persons behaving otherwise in our community, it just baffles. It baffles me. It baffles me. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It worries me a lot because I now say to myself, somebody like me, that perception of a senior person, literally, it almost feels like it puts me at a disadvantage. Nobody is perfect. Don't get me wrong. Nobody is perfect. My 20-something-year-old son, who are born and bred in the USA, know that respect is the utmost priority in our culture. Absolutely. Oh, you're a fantastic mom, Big Sis. Everyone is auntie or uncle to them who is even 1 year older. Thank you. And that's how it's been. And you actually nail down, you drill it into them, and they grow up to be amazing gentlemen, amazing ladies, or young women. And then it's sad because then some of the seniors that you come across in our community, they don't actually relay that expectation that you have as a child, an African boy, African girl growing up and looking up to your senior persons to say, these are the people that are leading us. The waywardness is just alarming. The things that some of our seniors do that you would expect us or our younger ones to do is just mind-blowing. It's embarrassing to say the least. It's embarrassing to say the least. I'm asking myself the question, but why? But why is that the case? Why is it that they're not the senior ones, criticizing us for gossiping, for lying, for slandering, for blackmail, for extortion, for manipulation? Why is it that it's the younger ones that are actually exposing elderly people about all these ills? Principles say lots of sick people. I treat people based on their actions and reaction, not like disrespect. I stay away. Thank you. Thank you. And like I said, I was having a conversation with somebody I consider an auntie. I consider as an auntie and I respect, and I love the person. I was talking to this person, and this person was in so much rage and very angry, and I said to this person, listen, we are not perfect, but in life, we can't control how people behave, people's actions towards us, but we can actually control our reaction towards their actions. And that's why I feel so bad that the people who are supposed to be telling us these things, if anything, we're the ones telling them. If anything, we're the ones telling them. When I go, most of my friends, when I say friends, or the people, should I say friends? I won't call them even friends. I have my best friends. I can count my friends with one hand. Maybe I have 3 or 4 friends. But the senior persons that I have around me, I see those people as mentors. I see those people as advisors. I see those people as people who can actually, impact me positively, can correct me, guide me as I navigate this life, be it my professional life, be it my family life. And so when I'm having a conversation with this person, that's why it's very hard for me to even get in the inbox of a senior person. If I should reach out to a senior person, an elderly person, for me, it has to be something really important. I cannot just get up and contact Mrs. Benjamin and be talking nonsense, nothing of any impact, or nothing that concerns me or something that I want advice about. I cannot just get up and be contacting, for instance, I know mom of 2 boys is it's my big sis. I cannot just get up and call her and start talking nonsense and start talking about things that don't even impact my life, things that will not even contribute to the growth of my family life. But then, what's happening in our community today? What's happening in our community? Why is it that we, or those senior persons that we should be looking up to, are the ones actually running around trying to belittle themselves to the level of the younger ones. To the level of the younger ones. And there's something I've noticed. I don't know if these seniors of ours have actually noticed as well. Because of the lack of respect that we have in our community. If you go low and you're meddling yourself, getting wrapped up in the life of any younger disrespectful person, know that person can never respect you. That person can never respect you. They can only pretend around you, and it would only be a matter of time. It will only be a matter of time. It will only be a matter of time. That's why when a senior person says something to me, I believe it. I take their word for it. Because personally, the way I operate, my MO is, I believe, I take people for their words. What you tell me, I believe. I take it for what it is until proven otherwise. And with me, once that trust is broken, it can never be retained. When it comes to friendship, forget, maybe, marital life is something different. You can try to build your relationship because that's your family, that's your life. But when it comes to friendship, when once trust is broken in friendship, it can never be the same. It can never be the same. If I feel like as a younger person, I was used and abused or manipulated upon, I can never trust you. I stay away from you. Absolutely, exactly. Mom of two boys. My late grandma, I put that comment, I think it was on that Ebony Mama's show the other day. My late grandma of blessed memory. She was a great lady, She loved me so dearly. And she would always say to me in Bafut language, my Bafut sisters or brothers are watching me, she'll say, Aboyin Tugufang, in the Buru, which means when you have your hand in your behind for too long, you're likely to come out with physics. In other words, you can say if you sleep with dogs, you pick, fleas or ticks. So if you're rubbing yourself with dogs, you pick ticks or fleas. And we see it day in, day out. It's so embarrassing. It's humiliating. Embarrassing and humiliating. It creates a dark cloud. It creates a dark cloud in the community. You start wondering and asking yourself, where are we heading to? Who are the torchbearers, the mantle holders in our community? And how are they leading us? I've always said authenticity is the best shit that you can wear. And I always say nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, but be authentic to yourself. Don't come out and play all perfect. Don't come out and paint it as if you can do no wrong. And then you're doing the opposite when no one is watching. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do it. I know I had this stance of saying people shouldn't record each other, and I still believe that. I believe, and that's my belief, and that's my principle, that you don't record somebody. But when you look at what's happening in our community, you cannot blame certain people for recording others. Yes. You cannot blame certain people for recording others. And the reason I say so, it's because be it a senior person or a younger person, it doesn't matter. The reason I say so is because you and you alone understand your circle. You and you alone understands your circle. And if you are in the midst of people that you don't trust 100%, if you are in the midst of people that you don't trust 100%, of course, you're going to have your guard up. And the likelihood is that those people that you don't trust will probably feel the same way. They will feel the same way. And of course, they are going to also have their guards up. Hence, why we have all this recording. And history has proven that a lot of lies have been told by elderly people, by younger ones. And without those recording, a lot of people, innocent people, will be nailed, will be crucified, will be condemned for things that they didn't do. You see, principle say for me, it's still very wrong to record private. I can never do it. For me, that's not my style. I can never do it. And you know, principle, a voice of reason. The reason why you and I, even we cannot record a private conversation is because the conversations that we have are not conversations that are actually involved around plotting evil to hurt somebody or coming to gossip about people. They're just conversations that we're talking about ourselves, things happening around our lives, you know, things we did or things we had to do, you know, just or sharing our, you know, personal problems if we are friends, in seeking solace from each other's arm. That's the kind of conversation that we have. And it's coming from a place of innocence, a place of love, a place of connection with one another. But the thing that we are seeing this recording happening is because people make friendship based on convenience. People make friendship not because they actually like this person, they feel that this person is my person. No, it's about what is in it for me. And the moment somebody realizes, just babes, oh my God, my big sisters are here. When I say big sister, some people can go mad. Oh, Bella, how old are you? Why do you refer to everybody as big sister? Yes, I do. And I've said it many times. If somebody tells me they're my senior, I respect it a lot. Like recently, I found out Stainless is my senior because he said, hello, little sis, Bella. And that I put in my mind that that's my senior sister right there under that profile. So I will respect that person. And sometimes I even call people sister. I'd rather call you sister or auntie. And then later on, if you correct me and say, no, you're actually, we're age mates. Oh, thank you so much. This is just transactional friendship. Yes. If you correct me and say, oh no, I'm actually your younger one, then that's better. Rather than me calling you like my petit sir and then coming to find out that you're actually my grandson, I'll be so ashamed and embarrassed. So that's me. That's how I work. So if people are living in the transactional, I'm back live. Oh, can you guys hear me? I lost my internet connection there for a bit. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what happened. Why is it saying I should sign into my network? Can you guys hear me though? Okay, good. Yes, you can hear me. You can hear me. Network. Yes, I don't know what's happened to my network. But anyway, I'm using my mobile data now. I don't know what's happening to my Wi-Fi, but we'll see. We'll see how far this takes us. There's a technical fault with your program. Please try again. Interesting. I wonder what's happening. Anyway, let's use the mobile data one and see how far we can go. This is crazy. Anyway, like I said, for people who record each other due to the transactional relationship, that's their business, because they know they have to keep their weapon with them to prove and protect themselves, because they know it's like how do you say this thing? Koniman die, Koniman bury 'em. They know that they're actually, you know, they're not best of terms. They're not best of terms. So they're there for something. They're keeping things for rainy days because they know they're going to need it in the future. But if I'm with you, being authentic in our relationship, we are both being authentic. We're just doing our things and going by, not worrying about the other person. What's the point recording? What's the point? There isn't any point recording. Like I said, for me, if somebody, like now, if I have a relationship with my mom of two boys, my daddy big six, if I have a relationship with her, and for some unfortunate reasons, that relationship turns sour, and mom of two boys were to go on to talk about things that we discuss in private, there's no need for me to come out and play anything, because I wouldn't have it anyway. I wouldn't have any recording. And the only thing for me to come and say is explain it, say my truth, and walk away, because all you need is your peace of mind. Or for me, all I need is my peace of mind. It doesn't matter if people believe me or they don't believe me. As long as I've stated things the way they were, that for me is enough. That for me is enough. Mom of two boys say, is there really any authentic relationship in this 237 media? I want to believe that I can speak for myself. Mom of two boys, don't scare me. Don't scare me. I can speak for myself. I want to believe that the relationship that I've actually formed with those I met on social media are authentic. I'm being authentic in that relationship, and I want to believe and I hope that they are being authentic with me too. Because I worry if I'm with somebody and we have a conversation and next minute you start going and deleting the conversations that we have. What do you guys think can actually prompt somebody to go and delete private conversations? Why? Why would you go and delete a private conversation as soon as you have a misunderstanding with your friend or with somebody that you had a conversation with? Why? If you know that everything that you were talking about is harmless, why delete conversations? Why? Why? And a lot of these troubles that we see our seniors or elderly sisters or aunties, facing on our media space is due to the fact that some of us, you see, old-time squabbles, things that don't even make sense, cheap gossips here and there. Some of the gossip you feel like you're in secondary school form 2 or form 1. Those are the days that you used to hear about things like that. Oh, he said, she said, do you know that this person and this person did so? Do you know that she said she didn't do that to that person, but this person did that to them? This kind of conversation. And the reason a lot of us are facing it. Mom of two boys. Thank you, Big Sis. Honestly, Big Sis, just baby, it's secondary school squabble. And the trouble is, I've also come to understand that a lot of the problems that we are facing in our community nowadays, this gossip, see these petty gossips can be avoided. It can be avoided. And that's how I try and avoid some of these petty gossips. When we travel abroad, what is shameful is because we are all in diaspora. 99.9% of these people are in the diaspora. When we travel abroad, what happens? We still want to stay in our cluster. We don't want to come out and interact and feel like we are actually embracing the other culture. We want to be only among ourselves. And so the old rotten habit that we brought from Africa, we're still living in it. That you can walk to your next neighbor's house and go, neighbor, have you heard? Have you heard that Suzanne actually aborted a baby? Like, seriously? Who has time for that again in this modern world? Who has that time? Who has that time? When you interact with these people, you interact with your Oyibo pals, you realize that somebody's business is not your business. Somebody's business is not your business. If you don't want to say it, they have no right to invade into your privacy. No. Mind your business and mind my business. That's why some of us don't even know our neighbors, despite the fact that we stayed in the same block for 5 years. You don't know their names. Hi, Stainless. Big Sis, welcome. I was just talking about you. Welcome, Big Sis. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining. Please, as you come and like the video. Some of you come in, you're stuck up in this old backward behavior that you brought from your wherever villages you came from, or wherever cities you came from. This gossiping habit, lies, slandering, bearing false witness against your friends or your neighbors, taking each other's exes, despite the number of men that you have in the world. Some people are bound on just picking from the friends' exes. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? You call somebody your friend, yet you're going after their ex. Or you find out that somebody's been in your ex, you're coming to make them a friend. I don't understand how these people think. And we call them seniors. Yet, as a younger sister, I feel so, I'm cringing when I hear some of the stories. I cringe. Oh, Stella, I was just saying about respect in our community, Vixis. And I said, for me, once I realized somebody's my senior person, I call them that respect. And for some, I use you as an example. I said, I've always known you. You know, despite that we have this great relationship under the comment section, but it's only yesterday I got to find out that you're my senior because you said to me, greetings, little sis. As soon as you said that, I clocked it in. I said, this person under the profile is definitely somebody my senior. So I have to be very careful and cautious. And I call them the respect according to, you know, their seniority. And that's just me. That's just me. It's like if I go and fight with you, for example, Stainless, I insult you and then I go to tell my mom that you have given me a dirty slap. My mom will give me another dirty slap for even asking that when Stainless spoke, when your senior sister spoke, did you respond? If I said yes, she will give another dirty slap. She said next time, if she slaps, you walk away. If she talks, you walk away. That's just how I was raised. You make your points without any disrespect. I was raised to be a confident and independent woman, but cautious of respect for others. Cautious of respect. Absolutely, Stainless. That's what I was saying before you came in, Big Sis. Some of our seniors have made respect to literally dwindle or actually die in our community. Yes. If we cannot respect ourselves, how do we respect the younger ones? How do we expect the younger ones to respect us? That's why I say if you sleep with a dog, you come out with ticks. Or you put your hand in your anus for too long, you come up with physics. I was in trouble. Oh, it looks like my network is back. Oh, my internet is back. That's good. Yeah, it's bad. Put your hands in your anus really bad. Big sis, that's what late grandma used to say. And she said it in Bafoot, a boy in the which means when the hand stays too long behind there, it's gonna come out with physics. That's just the direct translation of it. So I always remember that too much of a thing is a disease. Yes, too much of a thing is a disease. That's what it is. So it's so funny. It's so strange. I can't even find myself feeling comfortable to gossip with a senior person. How do you even go gossiping? It's sad because some of these people, I've spoken with them who are my seniors. I always advise them. I will say to them, stay away from vloggers. Stay away from this person. Stay away from anybody that has had any questionable credibility. Stay away. But no, no, they don't listen. They don't listen. They'll tell you, Bella, I've heard. Bella, I've heard. But then actions revealed later on shows that they didn't listen. Instead of our seniors advising us, we're now the ones advising the seniors. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be like that. It should be the other way around. It should be the other way around. They should be the one telling me, Bella, don't do this. Bella, don't do that. Bella, stay here. Bella, this is a situation. Bella shouldn't be the one to tell. Yes, it's okay sometimes when our seniors, you know, they can be short-sighted sometimes, but they shouldn't be short-sighted all the time. Sometimes I carry my hand on my head. I was like, no, no. Why? Nobody is perfect. Nobody's perfect. Some of the voice notes that I hear on the street, they're so humiliating. They're so degrading. Very embarrassing to listen to. Honestly. Very embarrassing to listen to. I don't know why. For some reason, our community wants to embrace evil. Why we find it funny to embrace, like, why we find it interesting when something is bad. Exactly, stainless. Exactly, because exactly. Yeah, I don't blame you for that, just babes. I don't blame you because I don't. Some of the voice notes, some of, you know, when I'm listening to it, at some point I have to leave because I don't want to listen to it, because it's the literally, I'm almost like I'm having a palpitation. Yeah. Hi. It's sad. We really need to change our ways. We really need to change our ways. Otherwise, you start getting worried. You start getting worried, like, who are the people around? Ask yourself the question. And my advice, if anybody brings you a gossip, if somebody comes to you constantly and is gossiping about someone, just know that that person is gossiping about you with another person. Fact. And limit the people that you talk to. People talk to this person, talk to that person, talk to this person, talk to that person. So much so that even if a gossip is coming from somewhere, you don't even know where that's coming from. Somebody's going to nail you. You don't even know where it's going to come from. You're panicking, having restless nights. And people need to learn to stop lying. There's some cheap lies that you just have to avoid. There are some cheap lies that you have to avoid at all. Don't even say it. If you're caught red-handed, pants down, put your hands up and say, I surrender. I am sorry. I made a mistake. Put your hands up and say, I'm sorry. I made a mistake, and apologize for it. Because the time you say you did not do it, you would have to now bring up a second lie to cover up the first, and the third to cover the second and the first, and so on and so forth. And then it just turns into this web of lies that you cannot even get yourself. It's like, for those doing banking and finance, they call it black hole. You find yourself in a black hole that you can't even get out. Mom of Two Boys says, so true. From inbox, yeah, from one inbox to another. Mom of Two Boys says, so true. If someone says something, if someone says someone said something about me, I ask them what they said and what made this person yes. That last part of your sentence, I asked somebody very recently, why what makes someone comfortable to want to say that to you? You have to start asking yourself the question. That question alone, from that alone, you can actually evaluate where people have placed you in their lives or in society. Yes. Through people's behavior towards you or interaction towards you, you can actually tell where they have placed you in their life. I cannot just pick up my call at 10 p.m. and be calling a principal. I cannot do that, because courtesy demands respect. I can't. If I have to, I'll have to drop an earlier message to say, I would like to talk to you and so and so time. Would that be okay with you? What happened to simple courtesy? What is going on these days? It's not about perfection. It's about avoiding unnecessary troubles or disrespect. I think that's the best way, big sis just babes, that if you come to me with what someone said about me, I always tell them it wasn't meant for my ears, so I'm not interested. if if you say that to somebody, I don't think the person is ever going to come back again with such news. That's the best way to say. That's the best way to say. This is just babes. That's the best way to say, Satan, get behind me. That's just another way of saying, Satan, get right behind me. That's why I don't even believe somebody says to me, oh, when I was with this person said so about you, about you. You didn't tell me then. Why are you telling me now? If you didn't follow this person, would you have told me? Don't tell me. If you thought it was the wrong thing that they said, you should have told me from the get-go. That's what I've realized, mom of two boys. Wisdom doesn't come with age. Somebody actually, when things were really, really, really rotten, in the first phase of rottenness on our street, somebody wrote a comment. Some people were saying that, oh, Bella wants to win trophy for the most loyal person. I'm thinking, trophy? What trophy? From who? That was the most sinister thing I ever heard. That I want to win a trophy for being the most loyal person. To who? What am I loyal to? I'm just trying to be myself, to make myself feel comfortable wherever I find myself. If I go somewhere I don't feel comfortable, I leave. But when I go somewhere and I feel welcome, I stay. I don't buy people's cases. I go by how people treat me. And everybody knows that. Balok, real Balok. Is this, why is this is a spelling for Balok? Yes. Honestly, thank you, mom of two boys. Loyal to God, my husband, and my children. Period. Period. Loyal to who? If you treat me nice, I'm going to be there with you. If you don't treat me nice, I'm going to walk away quietly, peacefully, JJ, and stay in my quiet corner. Principal say, setting up one to go and insult another and then go to the other and encourage them to negotiate is a business. It is. It's sickening. It's sickening. Hey, God. Oh, my goodness. It's sad. So that's why part of my show says that cloud that is hovering our community. That cloud, and that dark cloud is seniors behaving badly, younger ones behaving badly based on how the senior persons are behaving as well. Like principal said, respect is reciprocal, and if you don't give it back, they will take it from you. Yes, we want our younger ones to respect us, but it's the way you carry yourself. It's the way you carry yourself that would decipher if people can actually accord you a certain level of respect. You know how they say it's very easy to get up there, but it's very difficult. It's so hard to keep staying up there. Yeah. Just baby say I'm also a serious snitch. Don't tell me something about another person, because I will tell them in your presence. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're terrible, Mrs. You're terrible. I can imagine the embarrassment. Oh, my Lord. Oh, God. So please, I beg of us. We really need to think twice. We need to think twice. We really need to think about how we keep people around us, why we keep those people around us. Is it for the wrong reasons or the right reasons? Are we keeping those people because we want to use them to hurt one another, or for our own selfish interest, or we genuinely love the company of those people and what they stand for? And I'll always keep saying it. Remember, no one is perfect. But what is it you have in common with that person? How is that person in any way impacting you positively? Are they just there? Are you just friends because they are filling you in with gossips? Or what? And if I come to you as my senior, I'm coming to you because I want to learn something. I want you to impact me positively. And if I realize that I'm not getting that in any way, shape, or form, I walk away. There's only so much someone can take. And when I walk away, I don't necessarily have to disrespect you. And that's what our younger ones are feeling. Our young ones are feeling the fact that they feel you have to disrespect your senior person as well when you walk away. You don't have to. You really don't have to. You really don't have to. But I am not going to lie to you. People that I have not learned a lot from this street. The street has taught me to trust no one, nor make new friends. You see? You see? It's so scary. Yeah. A lot of us are walking with our guards up because anytime can be 6 o'clock. Because anytime can be 6 o'clock. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Shirin's Kitchen in my big city saying, the worst is telling me somebody said that this about me and you don't want me to ask them. That is which yes, you cannot come and report something and say somebody said this about you, and then I say I'm gonna face them, go up to them and face them straight up and say what happened. And you say to me, no, don't ask them. I'll ask. Big sis, I'll ask. I will do the same as well. I agree 100%. I would ask. If you didn't want me to ask, don't tell me. If you don't want me to ask, don't tell me. And one thing also I realized, man come begin, welcome, darling. God's love, the sweetest heart on the street. Welcome, darling. I see you. Peace person, my mama for life. Welcome, mama. I see you. What was I gonna say if I saw my beautiful people and I was so excited? I was gonna say, you don't have to be an arch enemy to somebody. It's childish. You can still be civil or cordial with somebody you were once friends with. Why is it that some people find it hard to keep that cordiality or civility among themselves, though? Why do people feel that they have to be enemies? They have to be arch enemies. Why do people feel the need? Because when I hear things like, I hate you, I'm thinking, who hates who? Why hate? Hate is a very strong word. You don't hate somebody, hate them for what? You may dislike somebody's behavior, you keep them at arm's length. You don't want any interaction with them. But if you see them, you say hello, you say hi, and you move away, you walk away. Ivy Love 50, welcome, Danny Sis, I see you. You walk away. Jackie and Brenda, where? Muma, where? This Muma is so radical. This my mama is so radical. Jackie and Brenda too. Like this, my mama is so radical. Mama, your name? Where, Papa? Hey, God, please. Where? Welcome, mama. I see you. But now I keep secrets. Like, yeah, keep your secret stainless. Especially when it comes to this community, keep your secret. Even my mama peace person agree. Mama, have you guys had your manjong meeting and decided to put this name together? Knowing you in agreement to this. Queen Bridget, my darling sis. How can I not see you, my beautiful sister? Welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, stainless. That's hot box last Coco. This person. I don't know how to be arch enemies with anybody. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't buy anybody's fight. That's one thing with me. I don't buy anybody's fight. And if somebody wants to address me or penalize me based on association, that's their problem. That's their problem. But the best thing I can do is take myself out of that sticky situation. If somebody doesn't want to identify me as an individual, having a one-to-one relationship with me, separate from the relationship they're having with someone that actually they have problems with, that's their problem. I just take myself out of that equation. If you see me avoid someone, know that that person has done something personally to me. And if you ask me, I'll tell you point blank. I said, this is what this person has done that's really upset me or disappointed me, that it's actually caused me to stay away from them. That's just me. It cannot be because this person did this to this person. No. Because their relationship is different. Their dynamic was different to the dynamics I have with them. And that's how I expect people to behave. Yes. Anyway, we are all different. But whatever it is, please, let's be very careful the circle we keep. circle of friends we keep, and how we want them to treat us is the way we treat them as well. Sinansha, welcome, darling. I see you. That's the first time I've seen that name here, I think. Welcome, 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 darling. I think it's your first time. Please feel free to comment, like, and share, and subscribe, most importantly, and turn on your notification bell so whenever I'm live, you do not miss our wonderful shows. Welcome, darling. Meta Pikin, my darling, small welcome. Thank you so much for joining, darling. I see you. Yeah, Sina said yes, it's my first time. Welcome, darling. I hope you enjoy your time here with us. So yeah, please, elders, behave yourself. Younger ones, behave yourself. Let's try to be authentic with the relationships that we create. And remember, nature doesn't lie. If you create any friendship based on selfish interest, it would collapse. It would be exposed and it would be embarrassing. Just be careful. All right, let's move now to the real show for today, or the second part of today's show, which will be you see, I'm going to be using the word TUMA. Please permit me. I cannot use the word, the SEX word, because sometimes YouTube is crazy. They may demonetize my video, and I really don't want to put this hard work in and they demonetize my video. Stainless, don't laugh. You're going to make me shy. I'm going to be using the word TUMA. Where are you from? Sinan is asking. I'm from Cameroon originally. I am a Cameroonian, born and bred. Confirmed. Thank you, Stainless. So I'm going to be using the word TUMA. And I said alleged TUMA serial predator in our community. Now, for those of you who are not on Facebook, you may not have seen or come across a post or several posts or shows or videos. Where are you from, Sina? Where are you from yourself? Where are you actually watching me from, especially? A lot of vlogs and blogs talking about this guy called Popda. What's his name? This guy's name is just crazy. I struggle to pronounce it, even though it's just what, 5 letters or 4. What's that his name again? Let me go to a section. I'm from Russia. Oh, are you from Russia? Are you from Moscow? I have a Russian colleague. I have a Russian colleague at work. Okay. Please like the video as you come in. Right. So the guy is called Popda. That's his name. Some people call him Junior. That man does not have to be in contact with anyone. He doesn't. He's dangerous. That guy is dangerous. He should be on state alert. He should be on every TV station or radio station. That guy should be, his pictures and photos should be everywhere in the country. Yes. So yes, Popda. That's his name. No, Popda is the footballer. So this one is Popda, Popda. So they're saying that he's a serial TUMA predator that is actually in 237, and he has damaged a lot of girls. Prince, what's that? Oh my God! Oh, this social media. If I tell you how many blockages I have in my Facebook Messenger about with guys, oh Lord have mercy. Right. So this guy, he's been exposed by media handles, social media handles, for being a serial TUMA predator in the community. He has damaged both girls and boys, not just girls, boys included. And it's almost like he has a cartel. Yes, boys and girls. He has a cartel of young boys who go around recruiting these girls for him to perform his TUMA rituals on them. His aggressive TUMA rituals on them. And all of the stories are so horrific. I'm going to read a few of the stories. If you want to know more about it, if you're on Facebook, go to Bella Power Voice. I must give her credit for it. That girl has done an amazing job to expose these things. And I got most of this, if not all of it, from Bella Power's Voice. That girl has done a fantastic job. I don't know, her courage is out of this world. It's something else. And that's helping a lot of us Anglophone Cameroonians or to actually understand, because most of the vlogging of it has been from the French side, and the guy is French. So a lot of French vloggers, especially the big ones, have talked about it. Now, thank goodness for Bella that some of us are actually going and picking and understanding, keeping a trail of the event. Now, this guy uses his position and his money to subdue and subject boys and girls to perform TUMA activities with him against their will. And he's been doing this for more than 10 years. And no justice meted upon him. He's been doing it and bragging about it, talking about it, flashing his lifestyle. You can tell, looking at him on social media, you can tell it's a very rude, aggressive, stuck up, too big for his boots kind of guy. Principal said, what is his position? I hear he has something to do with the special guard or something in the military, but his dad was a billionaire. I'm going to read about it. We'll talk more about this guy, and I will play a video that I got from Bella Powers. I want to still refer it. Credit to her. Everything I'm talking about it here, most of it, 99.9% is from Bella Power Voice. If you want to know, go there and see and read it and watch and listen to it. This guy has caused havoc. As we speak, they haven't apprehended him. He's somewhere. We don't know if he's walking freely or he's hiding, or somebody in high authority is keeping him under his wings, protecting this guy from being arrested. Now, this guy has done this havoc, arresting people, tumoring girls and boys against their will, and threatening them with chat boom. For those of you, I don't know any other word I can use apart from the chat boom. For those of you in the Northwest Province, you know what I say, chat boom. You know what it is, threatening them to use it on them if they don't comply. And of course, the guy is heavily built, muscular. You cannot, as a young lady myself, I cannot fight that guy. I cannot possibly defend myself against this guy. Yes, I cannot. Because he's heavily built and deadly. You look at his face, he looks so cold. It's like somebody, void of any emotion. If you've seen any of his videos online, he looks like somebody that's void of any emotions. And so when you read those things and you put the face together, it fits perfectly. It fits perfectly. I just want to read some of the story. So this guy has so far, there are 57 victims that are actually confessing. 57 at the moment. 57 at the moment. Okay? 57. And yes, the guy is a Cameroonian, Queen Bridget. And he brags about it. And when he does it, when he's finished with his devilish activity on these people, he'll say to you, you cannot take me anywhere. You open your mouth, I know where to find you. I'll get you. I have people in high places. They're going to silence you. And of course, people are keeping quiet. It's only now people have the courage to say or talk about it because they have vloggers campaigning. Thank God. This is the positive part of social media. The positive part of social media is coming through in this particular instance. Yes. It's coming in this particular instance. Abuse of power. Please like the video, guys. Please like the video. Now, I'm just going to let me read you some of the experiences by some of the victims. I just want to warn some of you, or all of you, that it's gruesome. Okay, it's shocking. Okay, please just bear that in mind. And I don't know if there's any non-Cameroonian watching me, but I'm going to be using some terms that that are commonly used in our Cameroonian community. So hopefully everyone watching me can understand some of those terms. I'm just going to read some of those stories. Some of the witness statements that people have come out to actually testify against this guy. Now, There was a recent one. Let me see if it's this one. It's not that one. Let me see if this one. It's not the one. Maybe it's this one. Right. Let me read this one. He is the son of late billionaire Emmanuel. Yes. Yes, the father was a billionaire. So, of course, he has his connection. That's why he is doing these things, and he's been doing it and going scot-free. But I think his time is up this time around. His time is up. Let me just read you some of the testimony by some victims. This is from victim number 24 out of the 78 victims. Out of the 78 victims who have come out to talk. This person says, in 2016, okay, this is what it says. In 2016, a pregnant woman was tumored by Popda in Yaoundé, and she lost her baby and has never been able to have a child till this day. And this is a lady's story. Hello to you. He's talking to the biggest vlogger who has brought this thing to light is a guy called Nzui. Zui, that guy has done a fantastic job. The guy said, the lady says, hello to you, great Zui. I come today to give my testimony about Junior. I'm having Popda. I wasn't aware of this story until yesterday morning. I live in Russia, and with the Facebook restriction and the embargo, my Facebook is blocked from viewing news. I have to go through VPNs anytime I want to read the happenings on social media, and it's quite frustrating. I wasn't aware of this Popda awareness until a friend told me the story of a guy who is making waves on Facebook. When she showed me the first post, I said, oh Lord, not him again. This guy destroyed my life and left bad luck in my life. He has stalked me in Bastos at the crossroads of the black and white snack at the end of December of 2016. I had parked my vehicle, and when I entered to drive it, it didn't start. And then saw a big black car parked behind me and a man with the appearance of the agents of the DSP. I don't know what a DSP is in Cameroon, but it must be somebody in the military or something like that. Got down and offered me his help, which I accepted. I was 6 months pregnant. This man opened my front car and just tightened the battery lock, telling me that it was just a battery problem. When he left to his vehicle, I wanted to go. I saw him in the rear view mirror signaling me to wait. When he came back to me, he told me that his boss wants my number. I replied to the guy that he doesn't see that I'm pregnant. He told me, no, that it's just for friendship and that I owe him at least that for the service he rendered. I said, okay, why not? The same evening, he wrote to me telling me that he lives in Douala and asked me what I do for a living. I told him that I buy items and resell. He was very happy and told me that he will help me with a lot of business connections, etc., etc. He was constantly communicating with me throughout the evolution of my pregnancy. After the first week, he invited me to Douala so that he would supposedly introduce me to a person who can give me a capital to expand my business by traveling abroad. But due to my pregnancy stage not allowing me to make long distances, I declined his invitation. It's okay, Mommy Brie. I declined his invitation. 3 days later, he called me and told me he was in Yaoundé, that we'll meet for lunch. And I said I couldn't because I had a meeting that day and I couldn't miss it because it was the day that we picked our Njangi. For people who know Njangi, it's like Little Saving Group. First daughter of Konya, welcome, darling sis. I see you. And we were doing the rankings too. He told me, okay, that if he has time, he will come there to greet me. Going to the meeting around 3 p.m., he called me. He called me and told me to come and meet him in Bastos. I told him I don't have a vehicle and I'm going to the meeting. He told me that he is with his friends, including his investor friend, that he will have just 30 minutes of conversation. I took a taxi and arrived at Bastow's Crossroads. And behold, he was already there, and he told me that we shall meet his friends in Goso, I think it's somewhere in Yaoundé there, as my meeting was in Omnisport. I said, okay. Very calculating guy. He knew where this girl was going, and he was just telling her things that were convenient for her at that moment, knowing that she needed to be in that meeting, at that meeting place. When we arrived there, I entered the house. When we arrived there, I entered the house. There were two men waiting for him. One of the henchmen closed the gate. Have I missed any? Have I skipped? Okay, no. When we arrived there, I entered the house. There were two men waiting for him. One of his henchmen closed the gate and released the dogs, big dogs that barked as if they were very hungry. Suddenly, he changed. He began to touch me. He tried to push. I tried to push him away. He slapped and took out his gun. He slapped me and took out his gun. Oh, his chatvoom. Oh, God, I need to remember this. He slapped me and took out his chatvoom, telling me that if I try to shout, he would quarra me and remove my fetus to eat it raw. Oh, Lord have mercy. Is this a human being or a carnival? Is this a human being or a carnival? They tumaed me there in the living room. He had told his friends to go out and wait for their turns to tuma me in the room that he is, to tuma me, to wait for their turn to tuma me, that he is the president and has to tuma me first and for long. He then took out his chatvoom and began to caress my stomach with so much force that I was traumatized and my water broke. But when he saw it, he told me to go clean that shit that runs on me. When they had finished tumoring me, he called one of his big arm men to push me outside. All shameful, I went out and took a taxi and went directly to call Ndongo Hospital. But I was told that there were no incubators. Then they took me back to the Central Hospital. I was referred to go to the hospital of the cash register where I had spent 1 week under observation. The doctors refused to put me into forced labor because the child was too small and they wanted to give the baby the maximum chance to live. After first week spent in hospital, they finally induced me. I had given birth to a handsome boy, 900 grams, on January 17 of 2017. He held my palm. After 2 weeks spent in incubator, he died on the day after the victory of the Cameroon football team. They had won the African Cup of Nations. Today, I have become infertile. I no longer conceive. I am married, but I have no child with my husband. I've done several medical examinations, and I was told that I have a problem with my uterus, and other medical examinations to see if there are or there is any possibility for me to ever have a kid is too expensive, which I can't afford it. All I can say is thank you, Mr. Popda, but have in mind that my late son will punish you, and even after your death, you will not be at peace. I just hope one day to be able to have necessary resources to be followed up and be able to have children again. That's somebody's story. That's one victim story. One victim story. Pregnant woman. Do you know what it means for a pregnant woman to have another man on them? This is somebody's story. When I read this story yesterday, I cried. I shed a tear. I shed a tear. Your child, because somebody forcefully tumored you, you lose a child. How do you ever recover from this? How do you even go over the trauma? How do you even go over the trauma? This is just one victim. This is just one victim out of 78. This is one victim out of the 78. I'm going to play this video, this audio, so you guys can hear. This is from Bella Power's voice. I'll play this audio, you guys can hear. This is courtesy of Miss Nzui, the guy, the Nzui Mato guy who is actually been big on this case. Listen to this.
He's normal. And the funniest thing is that he's dealing with top officials of the government and nothing's been done. So I'm really sorry to say what happened is I was working in one orange partners in.
Can you guys hear it? Sorry, I don't have a Bluetooth device or something like that. But can you guys hear this? Is it clear enough? Is it audible? Can you guys hear the audio, please? Okay, perfect.
So back in the days, 2014, he always comes there to get to recharge his card. So when he met me there, he said, "Oh, I like your services. You're very receptive. You're nice. You're nice looking. So please can I have your number so in case I need credit, you can recharge it. Then I send you the money." So I was like, "Yeah, that's good." Because back in the days, there was not, this mobile money was not really that common in Cameroon. So what happened was, on that fateful day, I closed and one of my cousins came to Aqua for us to go back home. She came visiting from Yaoundé, so I was at work, then she came. So we were supposed to go back to the house. So what happened was this. Popda stopped by and he said, "Please, I'd like to offer you dinner." I'm like, "No, I'm sorry, I'm already running late, and as you can see, I'm with my sister." So he was like, "Okay, it's okay. I can give you people a ride back home, but can we stop at the boulangerie, the menu, so I can get something for you guys?"
Boulangerie de la in Aqua or Dedo?
Dedo. In Dido.
Okay.
So he said, "Okay." I said, "Okay, so let's go." So we're going back and he received, he pretended as if he got a call and he was like, "Oh, please, there's somebody that's waiting for me in the house. I have to give him some money and stuff like that." I'm like, "Okay." I asked my cousin, "It's okay. Let's accompany him so he can give the money to the person since he said it was urgent." So we went there. We were like, "Okay, just get inside your house and then we'll wait for you in the car." He said, No, nobody stays in his car." I was like, "Okay, that's okay." We went there, so in Bonapriso, yeah, that's where he lives. I think it was a family residence.
Yes, in Bonapriso.
So, yes, that's where he lives back then. So as we got inside the house, I was like, "Hey,
Please like the video, guys.
the person is still to come." I'm like, "Okay, so please can we go? So you wait for the person that was your door, you can give us a call." He said no. He was like, because I'm not really good in French, so but I understand French perfectly well. So he was like, "Okay, can we have a talk in my room?" I'm like, "No, I can't leave my sister here in the living room for us to go to your room." So what he said was this, "Let's just have a mature conversation. Let's stand at the hallway, that's the corridor for us to talk." I'm like, "Okay, that's okay." We stood there. Then my sister was in the living room.
BBTV, the content creator. Welcome, Daddy Sis. I see you. Thank you for joining. Super Piquet, the curvaceous sis of them all. Welcome, my sister Liz.
Meeting her phone, and then what he said was, "Are you crazy? Do you know me? Do you know my personality?
Same Rose.
For me to talk to you, it's a privilege." I'm like, "Who are you?" He said, "You don't know African construction?" That's why.
Did you guys hear? When he was harassing this girl, he's asking her, do you know me? Don't you know African construction? That's already using power to intimidate the masses. Using power to suppress and silence the, oh my God. Oh God.
Was like, "Hey, you this Anglophone girl, don't think you can intimidate." I'm like, "Who are you? I'm not afraid of you." So what he did was, he had a gun. He removed that gun. When I saw it, one thing I was doing, I was meditating and praying God.
Excuse me, please. He removed gun where?
Yes.
In his
pocket.
His pocket, okay.
In his pocket, one pistolet like that, one shot gun like that. So when he removed it, I was kind of intimidated. So what I was doing is I was praying and saying, Father, please help me. If I leave this place, I will always save you. Please save me. My cousin was in the living room, not knowing what was happening there. I'm like, okay, Popda, I'm interested. Welcome to the Super
Sorry,
Safe
guys.
Club.
Just a moment. Typical oppressor narcissistic behavior. Typical sociopath psychopath behavior.
Was there because she's going to take the information to my family. So what I told him was, it's okay, let's just go and accompany my sister out of the gate, then I'll come back for us to do it. He said, is that okay? I said, yes. Then I was like, please. I was kind of gentle for him to leave me so we can leave that his premises. Because it's gated, on a prison is not like Aqua or other candidates in Douala that people pass around. When a prison is there, it's like a residential area. So people are in the gate and they can even kill you there without any neighbor hearing. So when he intimidated me and told me that if he kills me, nothing will happen, he has top officials in the government, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, all right. So I told him that that's okay. Let me just go and accompany my sister, then we'll come back. So he said, okay. So me and him, we went back to the living room. I met my sister there. Then I told him, okay, let me go and see off my sister that will come back. So once we stepped out of that gate, there was one bike that was parked. I just told that by one that, please go with me. I have 5,000 francs. I will pay you. So we came on that bike and then we left. So as we were going, one old woman told us that, my dear, don't have to thank that God because where you people are living, that man is a monster. So once I saw those pictures that were being published by one
So that's the story. That's just one narrative by one of the victims. And the stories are all similar. The stories are all similar. Some are really gruesome as well. There's a story about a girl who was actually on her menses. Remember, Sonia Darling says, welcome, I see you. A girl was actually on her period. And this guy forcefully TUMA'd her with his group of friends and chuck her out of the house at, Chavon Point. Yes. And the bad thing is he didn't only sodomize girls, he did that to boys as well. Most definitely, Just Baby Sis. He did that to boys as well. And he's been doing this for years, and people have been talking about it, and no one is doing anything. And you can see how he's bragging about it, telling people, you can do nothing to me. I'm untouchable because my father used to be a billionaire. I have connections in the government. I have connections in high places. You can take me anywhere. Sorry, my lips are a bit dry. I'm going to use my lip gloss. Sorry, guys. I'm not being vain. Just dry lips. Sorry. They say he's like his father. Yeah, there's something I heard about his father, how his father used to chain and lash his employees. So this guy has shown no signs of remorse. He's still out there. And the thing is, he had a strategy. He recruited young boys to be his eyes and ears. And sometimes he would, he would reward them by giving them one of the victims to actually, participate in the tumarization, to actually reward them. After he's finished, as he said, he's the master, he needs to go first, take the first turn and the longest. He will do that and then pass it on to his boys to take on from there. These are human beings treated like animals by a fellow human being. And then he had his hot spots. He had certain restaurants he would go to. He would go to internet. He would go to place like MTN offices and things like that. He will go to places where he can actually get these vulnerable victims and lure them into his car and take them home. And this is a problem with us, with our generation nowadays. This is a problem with us. When I say this, people are always laughing at me. When I was growing up, the honest truth is, oh God, protect our kids back home. This is really bad. It's bad. He doesn't think he has done anything wrong and has threatened to sue some of the ladies. You see, That guy is living in he's delusional. He's delusional. If the Cameroonian authority doesn't stand up for this and make judgment on this guy, then it's just going to give a forum for many more predators to come out and do worse things, knowing that they're going to go scot-free. People of similar stature will do the same. So he will go out, see girls, pretend to be this lovely, nice gentleman who is very caring, you know, and want to talk to you, get to know you, to befriend you, you know, casually, and start sweet talking you, take your number, and say to you, come and visit me, or let's go out for a drink, or then the next minute you hear him say, oh, on our way to have this drink, oh, there's something in my office I need to collect. Can we just stop by my office so I can go collect it? And you go, Fiong, yes. And you're going there. A victim narrated how he took her to his office. Lo and behold, unbeknown to her, he has a bed in the office. And he destroyed that girl in the office. Finished her completely. As we speak, there is a young girl that actually went and visited him, and that girl up till date has not been found. Where is this girl? Where is the young girl? Has anybody challenged him? Has anybody actually traced to find out who the last person was that this girl spoke with or spoke to? Or who was seen with her? Who was the last person that was seen with the girl? People are pointing finger at this guy that he was the one. She told her friend she was going to see him. And since she went, she never came back. Asking for a friend, Auntie DRS, welcome. All right, Auntie. The girl never came back. As we speak, there's a family looking for their daughter who went to meet this guy, this monster, and has not showed up since then. Meta Pikin says, but I heard his house has been sealed by the government. Well, that would be good. But they need to apprehend him wherever he is. They need to trace him. That guy, with the amount of money and connection he has, he can leave the country. And if he leaves the country, there's a problem. They cannot put a hand on him. They need to put a hand on him because he can not only be charged for forceful tumorization of girls and boys, he should be charged for actually quarreling, manslaughter, because the little baby that this girl, victim number 27, actually lost is on him. It's on him. Because by law, as soon as a heartbeat starts beating on the fetus, it's a human being that's considered as life. These are people's real story. BBT, the content creator, are you saying it, sis? Are you saying it? If he was in Bamenda, the jungle justice that they would have done on him, oh, blimey. And now my problem is, I say this to the young girls. I was going to use my own example. Growing up as a teenager, I don't know if it was just me, and I don't know why I had that feeling. I was always scared of men who had cars. Dogs Explore 123. Welcome, darling. He needs to be stopped. I was always petrified of men with cars. Just baby, sis, don't laugh. I was petrified. There was something about men with cars that didn't just sit right with me. Like when I see them, I'm scared. I'm worried. It's like something's gonna happen to me. I don't know. I don't know why, but I was so scared of men with cars. But these days, the bigger the car, the more attractive the man. Even if the man's hand is like this, the man is walking like this. As long as the man has a 4x4, come and see the Nyangos flooding to go and see this man and meet this man and wait for the man to take their number. Even if the man is like this, walking like this and shaking, they come and see the young girls that want that guy to take their numbers. Just because he's in a car. Just because the guy is in a car. And this is one of the trouble. A lot of them, if you listen to all the narratives, he's there with the car. He asks you to jump into the car. Where are you jumping to, a young girl? Where are you jumping to? Jumping in a car where somebody can just press an automatic lock and you're locked and nobody can hear you screaming? Don't we have our antennas, our security antennas up? What happened? What has become of us, this generation? I don't blame any victim, but These are some of the advice we need to send out there to our young boys and girls. Peace person, Mama, you could be right. You could be right. Oh, co-host, co-host is here. Sorry guys, let me put music. Listen to some music. Let me take her and toilet her and bring her out. She's done well. Let me take her, guys. Just listen to music. It's okay, Baba. It's all right. We are chosen by God. It's okay. We are chosen by God.
by the golden rule, treating others the way we want to be treated. We are chosen. We are loved. We are lovers. We are women. You are a woman. The power of a woman. The power of a praying woman. We are the champions. We are the leaders. We are the prayer warriors. We are the home builders. We are the fountain that will never run dry. We are beautiful and wonderfully made. Yes, we can. Together we can move mountains. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now.
Sorry guys, I'll be there in no time. Where is that one? It's probably co-host. The co-host is awake. Let's go back to there. Sorry guys, I'll be there in a minute. We can round up. Come on. There we are. There we go. There you go. Right. Sorry guys. Co-host needs attention. Who has joined us? Let me read comments. Let me read some comments. Co-host is gonna make me have copyright with this her songs. Stainless says girls nowadays, they are more about flashy things. Even threesome, them no care. Only forget say their guy get car. Exactly. This is ridiculous. Meta Pekin. Yes, so now today we Bella don't really explain well. All these YouTubers know they go deep. To marry young boys and girls as young as 15 years of age. Yes. Bella, where is the man? The man is in Douala, but he's everywhere. He's everywhere. Remember Sonia says he's everywhere. BBTV, the content creator, my elder brother had a fight with a friend about our cousin. That friend dated our cousin against his wish. She said all he gives her is carry her at the front of the car. So Pekin, why? Motor business. It's ridiculous. It's really crazy. It's a competition, the pressure, the peer pressure. You want to be the lady that comes out of a car, I remember back in the days in UB, when Lexus just came out. Every girl wanted to be with the man that had Lexus. I was like, what the hell is with car? As in what? I'm one of those people, if you're a man and you want to come and woo me or court me, don't come and preach money. Because the moment you start talking money, I am not interested at all. I am not interested at all. I've told my story here once about this guy who was like interested in me, and he thought that flashing money would get me, to like him. Took me to a shop and said to me, "Oh, your budget is limitless. Get anything you want." I'm like, "Woo!" Like that was cold. I don't like men who talk like that. I don't like men who flash money. I'm not a materialistic person. For me, Bella, I like to know where your source of income. I like to know where the source of wealth is coming from. I'm not one of those. I don't know how women can be comfortable to just get up and get married, just walk into this rich house and just sit there, and they say to you, "Don't do anything." You just sit there. You're eating money, not even knowing what tomorrow holds for you. Proud Canopy, my darling, welcome. I see you, darling. Thank you so much for coming. And you have girls like these days, what do the potty party or party potty? Because this guy, I hear some of his victims, he actually forced them to do these potty party things where they actually have to eat their caca. He has to make them eat their caca. He has to make them swallow his rotten water. He forces the girls to swallow his rotten water from his waistline. This is how far this guy has gone to destroy young boys and girls in our community. You see a guy, you enter a car. The first time you see a guy, why do you even want to go to a guy's house The very first time you meet him, why do you want to go to a guy's house? Even if a guy wants to invite you over, why don't you go to an open space? Why don't you go to a bar, a restaurant? Don't go to any private hotel room. Don't go there. If a guy says to you, let's go into a car, no, you're not going to any car. Go there and I will meet you. But of course, because a lot of us want to behave like tick madams, we want to feel like we are driven to a certain location. No. Get a taxi, meet that person, public space, have a conversation, have a drink, and then go home. Take a taxi and go home. Some of these girls who want to go and attack program and have nothing on them, not even a penny. So much so that a guy can even leave you there halfway and you're stranded because you have to pay the bill. You go for a program, somebody you don't even know, you don't even take a kobo with you. You go and sit there, and before they ask, you say you want to drink tobok. If I thought they say sell tobok, big Guinness, I want to eat the biggest tilapia, and then you add soya on top, and then you say they should give you bush meat, and then on top of that, again, you say you want to take some home because, oh my God. This person say he takes people from restaurant, and yes, he takes those people seized from those restaurants to his house. In that restaurant, he would not be able to tell you to be kissing his rotten rod and drinking his waistline water. There's no way he's going to TUMA a girl in the middle of a restaurant where everybody's eating. It's after the restaurant, after this girl, they fold you with free meal and says to you, oh, I will give you a lift. No, thank you so much for the kind gesture. I can take myself home. And that's why when you meet somebody for the first time, you don't even have to overstay your date or your visit for the first time. Go home, take a taxi. Don't stay out too late for the first time. Get to know somebody. Let the people close to you know this person. Drink peace. Really drink peace. Drink peace. No, not peace. Not the stainless. No. As in his semen, forcing them to drink his semen. We have monsters among us, and he's using his power, and it's even alleged that he has strong seed that he has in Japan. Still they say what? Njeme. What's Njeme? Njeme. What is Njeme? So this guy is literally using his power to run down people, run down young girls, run down young boys. You want to go to a man's house. Why are you going to a man's house? You see the content creator. Why are you guys laughing? What? Because I said water in the waistline. You want to visit, you meet a guy for the first time. Beauty, the content creator say nanjeme. What is Njeme? The Njeme is what? Is that what you're calling it? What, the semen is called Njeme? So he says, on the other hand, oh, really? Njeme. I've never heard about that one. Njeme. Yeah. On the other hand, Nalanga the key those speaking them where them the first for with an old, what's the first find with an old man? A young girl should avoid an old man, but after their age, because they like money, they entertain sugar daddies. Yes, it's the peer pressure. They want to own you. They call them na white man way. Someone begin call me and tell me how it's called. Then I'm calling it the white man way. So what picking you probably know how it's called. So what picking you call and tell me Njeme. Peace person say I call on the British way. So it's all about educating our kids. I think my small pin is calling. Hello, sis. Yes.
You said German.
What's it called?
They call it
Uh-huh.
they call it German.
Say what?
Pidgin, they say German.
Jeme. So Jeme.
Yes, not German. You call it German. Tell us about costing my baby. I don't come
Oh my god. Jeme. Yes, so he's forcing people to drink his Jeme. I said it's the way between the content creator put it, so it's like Jeme. Oh my god, this is crazy. We learn every day on this street. So what became, thank you, sis. I knew you would know how to call it and help me, because I couldn't say for exact what it was, how it was pronounced. So yeah, we'll force the people the boys or girls to drink his Jeme. I think a lot of people know that's what it is. Force them to drink it against their will. You know? So now as we speak, the good thing is a lot of those restaurants that he used to visit and pick up these girls and boys from, they've banned him from coming there. They've banned him. Honestly, that's already a good step for people, for the public. That's already a safety step. And also the good thing is that his face is out there. People know him. People can put a face to the name. So now if you see him and he's stopping you, you run away. And that is an alert, even though these girls don't even get it. These boys don't get it. Because we even talk about the girls, even the boys. There are some boys who want to wear the latest Nike, who feel like they want to get a car at a very young age. So they want to go and, have these people like this Popda date older men. And going there, they find themselves in this, sticky situation that they cannot come out. Kena Kiki, welcome, darling sis. I see you. You want to live big. You want to live large, very fast and easy. Life is not that easy. You have to work. You have to earn. You have to sweat. You have to till. You have to toil. You have to till. You have to toil. I've shared my story here before. I've shared my story here before, where when I left UB, I had no job, nothing was forthcoming. I had to go and work for my friend. My friend who just came back from the States and opened a stationery shop, and with other bits and bobs. After working in Nestle, I first of all worked in Nestle. That's where Yvette Mokum knows me well, because the father had one of the biggest supermarkets in our area. So I used to go to Yvette Mokum's father's place. I used to go and, retail sachets of Nestle. I used to walk from Bameda Commercial Avenue, walk on foot to get to the downer part of Bafut in the sun, in the rain. I wasn't waiting for a man in a 4x4 to come and carry me. And that's the problem nowadays. People want to put long nails and wait for people to feed them. If you're not enticed by all these things, you're hardly to fall prey. And these predators, they know it. They can sense some of those vulnerable victims. They can sense it. They see from a distance. I used to walk and go to Bambili, stand by ENH Bambili Polytech in the sun. I would display my products that I would sell to make monies. But I had siblings. I had men talking to me, but no, make your own keep. Don't look at the man and envisage the kind of life that you may have if you just so happen to be in this man's life. Some of them are in a barlock. Some of these monies that we look and we admire, it's literally be the cause of our downfall. Gwendolyn FD, my darling sis with the beauty and brain in the block. I see you, sis. Welcome to the Bella house. I see you. Now, which news this sis, we are talking about the Syria TUMA guy. I'm using the word TUMA. Love you right back, sis. Guys, pump some love for my sis Gwendoline. That's my darling sis from way, way back secondary school. Girl with class and intelligence, a woman of a God-fearing lady. Welcome, sis. I see you. We're talking about this serial TUMA guy called Popda. That's actually trending on social media and at the moment. So we're talking about how the victims are coming out to share their stories, you know, share their testimony of the horror they've actually experienced in the hands of this guy, and creating the awareness of our young boys and girls, because he didn't only attack girls, he attacked boys as well. You know, we have to create this awareness. How did they find themselves in that situation? How can we make them, you know, put their sixth sense on to know I cannot place myself in a situation where I'm vulnerable like that, where somebody can take advantage of me, use their power to abuse and silence me. Oh yes, it's on media. If you check out Bella Power Voice, sis, you find it there. It's horrendous, horrific testimony. 78 victims so far. 78 victims. Let me just reduce co-host volume. Can you reduce the volume for me, darling, please? Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Yeah. We have to be careful. Don't see a man and just jump and follow him because he's asked your number. He looks like a rich man, a wealthy man. Because sometimes these people in high places, trust me, they have no respect for human beings. They have they don't value human life sometimes. They don't value human life sometimes. Shona York say, how old is the co-host? Co-host is 3, Shona York. Co-host is 3. This guy needs to be in jail. The guy really needs to be in jail, because what I hear now, the good thing, like I said, some of these venues have banned him. And also, I hear the First Lady has actually come out to talk and condemn this act. So this is going in the right direction. But we have to have more people talk about it. See, you have a big platform. You have a huge following. It will be amazing. It will be fantastic if you can go. You know, there's another guy. There's a Francophone guy, sis. I know you're very bilingual. You know me in French. I'm a typical Bafu girl. I've never crossed River Mongo. There's this guy, this Francophone guy, who is actually on the case like wildfire. His name is, you may have come across him. He's called Zui Manto. Zui Manto. He's literally been in the case through every step of the, every step of the way. So if you go check him out, you will get more info about this. And please use your platform to talk about it if you can, please. You have a caller coming. Hello. Hello, sis. Yes, sis.
Am I on?
Yes, you're on now. Okay, sis, I will. I'll send the link.
I just have a little contribution
to
make.
All right, sis, go ahead.
In as much as those guys are devilish, because no one in their right senses will support what that guy have done to youth. But I don't blame the 100%. And I will not compare that percentage to those of the little girls. Okay, sis. I would say that guy is 95%, or let's say 95% wrong. Not compare him with those girls, and I would say those girls are 100% wrong. Okay, my argument goes as those. Look at their ages. Look at the age range. Yeah. Why will a young girl of 16, 17, 18 even stand to talk with an old man of that age? To the extent of even going to meet him in a hotel room. Yeah, listen. Those are not kids now. Yeah. Because they want to have the latest of everything that's going on. They want to be known as big girls. They want to eat what their mothers are eating. A girl of 16 shouldn't you have a boyfriend? To me.
But the society,
right to have a
yeah,
boyfriend.
that's ideal world, but the society we're
Now,
living
in our
nowadays.
society today, you see children of 10 already having boyfriends, have slept with more than 2 guys. Okay. When I was growing up, or let me say when I was in the university, I would wake up in the morning
Yeah.
at 5 a.m. I will eat, baby. Of fried gateau. My mother used to supply in schools. Then there were other schools where she used to sell. I wake up at 5 a.m. I fry gateau. I cook fried rice.
Yeah.
I cook beans. I help her sometimes to go together to the schools where she supplies. We supply the ones that she has to supply. Then, no candy. Take them out. Take them out, no candy. Or help her to sell the ones that she doesn't supply. I was in a university of Bella. I cared less about whatever anybody was saying or anybody thought about me. It's not like I didn't have a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
But I was very, very strict. Even I was very, very strict and I was smart. Because in my life, I can proudly say anywhere that I've never, ever double dated. That's even why when these people wanted to insult me on this media, they never got anything concrete to use against me.
And they put in fake garage stories.
Yeah, I forgot about that door. That door is a garage. Come on, garage. You get a personal garage.
Oh Lord, help us, sis.
So even garages, except the gate, look, the gate locked. Come on, garage will be open. So we end the fast.
What we want not is garage in Cameroon. We put firewood. We store firewood in the garage in Cameroon. Yes, sis.
I go help my mommy. I finish. I come back. I can wash. I go school. I get class level 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Me, I can't drink beer as I enter one country. I used to drink a top tonic. Even when I went out on dates with my boyfriend, Bella, there was no date I ever went without having at least 1,000 fans on me.
Yeah.
If I had less than 1,000, let's say I had 500 fans, I would drink one top tonic. One top tonic with 200 fans.
Yes.
Reason why I did all that was because in case we go somewhere and maybe the story changes.
Yeah.
And you are like, you pay for your drink, I will remove my money and pay you.
Absolutely.
So I was very, very cautious. If I'm drinking one top tonic, it means I have my 200 fans. If I have 1,000, I'll take 3. If I have 600, I'll take 2. So children need to understand. I don't blame me, those people. Yes, the man is very bad.
Yeah.
That kind of man even needs to go. They need to put him life imprisonment.
Life imprisonment. He needs to be there. He needs to be there forever.
Yes.
Forever.
He has done. For doing that.
But whatever, sir.
Look at their ages and look at their desires. Look at their deeds. Master, that's wrong now. For which age? We don't get all. For which age? So parents need to teach their children in as much as when you have a baby, they say the born bikini born head.
Yeah.
You cannot tell them what to do to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But some children are just bad. And the worst of it is that when you look at that boy in particular, it's often said that boy is bad, boy is bad. Yes, boy is bad. And I believe in every city or every every city in Cameroon, if you look at it clearly, the people who are bad are not the ones from that town. Because someone from that town will not do rubbish, knowing that the family is there, everybody is watching them and doing this. But those who are from different towns, knowing that their family members are not there to watch over them or to see certain things.
Yes. Yeah.
They'll do whatever they want to do because they know no one is going to see them or no one is going to take them.
Yeah.
That's set aside.
No, it's okay. You can say it. Sorry, someone
people there, they just bad them. They just bad them for badness. So I don't know why the parents are fault on a picking them, but most of these things, so we cannot even be the fault of the parents. It's peer pressure. Peer pressure, I the key plenty of them.
Yeah.
And longer for people for 18 years, 20 years, you receive baby man the brain, you come out to the carry a long, small, dry food them. You go meet up. For 2 weeks, I bet the thing the story the virgin just vex me.
Yeah, but what can we do? All right, sis. Yes.
There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, exactly.
We just have to keep educating them.
Exactly.
From a young age, because most parents avoid such topics with their children, especially girls.
Yeah.
Educate your child.
I did say.
Tell them certain things. Let them know once they're growing up.
Yeah.
You educate them, make them your friends in such a way that they'll be able to even talk to
to you, come to you and tell you things, and you advise them. Sometimes like they train for stop all the while. Especially we have girl children.
Hi.
Okay,
It's
Bella,
all right. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. I can understand support Pekin's frustration, but regardless of the situation, the fact is these predators go out there with the intention to hurt these girls. These predators go out there with the intention to hurt these girls. Exactly. It's been a while, Bakure Basa. Thank you for stopping by, darling. I see you. Thank you so much. A lot of them go out there because they want to hurt these girls, and they are these people have a very sweet way of cajoling and talking to the girl, you know, so much so that you believe. Look at the way he said, look at the way he spoke to that girl. Oh, you're an amazing cashier, you have a fantastic customer service, I want to get to know you. And the other poor lady who was pregnant, that she had lost her baby now and has been infertile since then, saying to her, oh, you're doing business, I have business connections. And of course, he's the son of Afro Construction, a big name, a billionaire. This girl is thinking, wow, my destiny helper is here. This person, these people, these predators have the perfect story to tell their victim, a story that you cannot even question. Jikendon, my beautiful sis, welcome. It's stories that you cannot even question. Madani says some belong to court and only look for young children. Yes, some of them belong to court. And what we are gathering is that this guy even has Japa. He has strong sick. He has strong sick. Let me read one of this. Let me read this one testimony for another victim that he actually attacked. That this guy has Japa and he's sharing it. It's almost like he's angry at the world for having his strong sick. So he's going all over the place to share his japa to any person that he can possibly share it to, be it a boy, be it a girl. Yes, he wants to share it. Where's that? I want to read this one, this particular one. There's a particular one I really want to read. Is it this one? Yes, this one that says a family managed to recover their 19-year-old daughter from Popda, and the HIV tests carried out in the last hours are positive. Meanwhile, Popda did a fake Njapa test and posted it to convince the masses that he is Njapa negative. And guess what? The biomedical laboratory, which delivered the negative Njapa test, is located a few meters from his family house, obviously not far, in the same street as his house. So connect the dots. And there was another narrative of two best friends that he actually took them to his residence, subjected them to his TUMA acts, and these girls went home and later on tested that they were both Japa positive. They were both Japa positive. What are we talking about? Keno Kiki said that colonel name be hot for Boya. Which name is that? Kiki says. Just like Colonel did when he returned to Cameroon. Who is Colonel? Was another story that was hot in Cameroon? You see, that's what I mean. A lot of them use their titles and their money to lure young girls. But we have to tell these girls, not all that glitters is gold. People will come to you and fool you with chicken change and perform all their TUMA rituals on you. At what cost? They will give you 1 million or 500,000 cash and perform this their ritual on you. And you'll not even live to see the next week. So you wouldn't even spend that money. Think about it. Think about it. My elder sister always said to me, Bella, there is nothing free in life. Nothing is free in life. And I've always carried that in my mind, that nothing is ever free in life. It's a lie. There's nothing that's ever free in life. If somebody gives you, even if it's free, someday you have to return that to another person. They're giving you because they're empowering you to also go and give it. They're not giving you just because they want you to eat and sit and stay. So there's nothing free in life. The worst if a stranger wants to give you money that you don't know this stranger from Jack. Material wealth. Vanity upon vanity. I want to be the big girl in the quarters. I want to do big boy things. I want to be able to drive a sport car and hoot. Everybody knows I've arrived. I want people to know that I am the generous girlfriend. Even some of the girls, they're telling them that don't go yet, some of them still want to go and see for themselves. And you don't go chop, you don't want me, I'll go chop. All of the accomplices need to be brought to book. All of the accomplices. All of them need to be brought to judgment. All of the young boys that were going around recruiting these young girls and young boys, they need to bring them to face justice. They need to come and face the real pain they've caused these innocent victims. You see, there is a guy here who travels to Cameroon and targets only celebrities. It's crazy. Probably because you want to take this story, maybe he'll probably take, sorry, darling. Should I change it? Should I pray red light, green light? There you go. We left it too long. Sorry, guys. Co-host. The joys of motherhood. There you go. So please, he and his cohorts are so possessed to the extent of pursuing their prey, no matter how he or she is living from Douala to Yaoundé. Yes! Sociopathic behaviors, psychopathic characteristics that this guy has exhibited. BTV, welcome, Dali says. The guy is another level. When I saw this, I thought, this is the most satanic thing I've read on social media in a while. In our own very 237 community, we cannot let this slide. Everybody, if you have the opportunity, any platform you can talk about it, talk about it. Sensitize our young girls. Tell them about the dangers. We talk about stranger danger to our toddlers, in teenagers and kids. Stranger dangers need to be reinforced in some of these young adults in our country. Stranger danger. Do you know this person from anywhere? Why do you feel comfortable to go to their house? Why do you feel comfortable to go to their offices? What business you have to do in their office? What business do you have to do with them in a private hotel room? He's proud to talk about the girls he paid 500K and went raw with them. And the girls, like, seriously, you don't even know this person. You don't even know what health situation they have. And you're going raw with them. Look at the risk. 500,000. You know, you're never going to see your loved ones. You would live miserable for the rest of your life. There are a lot of people, there are so many victims that are traumatized and they cannot talk about it due to the embarrassment. Your excitement is too much for me. Your excitement is too much for me. A lot of people traumatized, disturbed souls in our community who have gone through maybe similar situations or worse, and they cannot talk about it out of shame. Out of shame. Some of these victims are coming. I'll play. Press play. Press play, please. What do you need? What do you need? What? What do you want? You can't come down. You know that, right? Don't even come to my camera. Otherwise, Daddy will tell you off. Take. No, it's not story time. No, 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 not yet. Not story time. Mommy is still with her friends, okay? No. Sit down, take a seat, please. Thank you very much. Sit right there. Perfect. Good girl. Good listening. Thank you. No, mommy's going to read your book when she's finished, okay? Mommy is going to read your book when she's done. Co-host loves to read. If you have to gift her anything, gift her a book. She loves to read. I think she's had enough now. I have to round up. So please, guys, when sis, definitely I'll create time and we can go and have a chat. I'll send you the link, sis. I'll send you the link on your messenger. You can go and check it out, get a briefing on it, so that you can, if you have the chance, you can go and talk about it on your platform, because you have a huge following there. So please, guys, let's be vigilant. And to neighbors, if you see something that is very unusual, not in place, please talk about it. Sometimes our Cameroonian neighbors, you see a child, you know that this neighbor, there's something dodgy about them. And all you do is sit and watch and do gossip, petty gossip. Oh, that guy is bad, that guy is bad. And you see people go in there, and you know at the back of your mind that those people are going there, the people are in danger. And you say or do nothing. You say or do nothing. Please, you see, co-host aunties want me to go, so I'm going to wrap it up now. So please, let's keep talking about our guys. Let's keep talking about this particular guy, because he's a predator. Do you want to blow kiss to your aunties? Okay, mommy's done. Mommy is done now. Then I'm going to read your book now. I'll read your book, okay? We're going to read The Goose That Laid the Golden Egg. Okay? I'm going to read it now. So guys, I've got to go. All right, sis, we'll definitely do it. We'll create time and do it. So I want to thank everybody for watching today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Gwen, thank you so much, darling, for stopping by. It's been a pleasure having you. For those of you who don't know, she's on Facebook. She's on YouTube. Please follow her. Wendy Media. She runs a lot of social media platform. A renowned, seasoned journalist. She is. It's okay, my love. So please follow her. Great information, female networking. She promotes that a lot. I'm going to read that. So thank you all so much. Okay, bye-bye. Do you want to say bye? Say bye. Blow kiss to your aunties and uncles. All right, guys. I think I've got to go. Mama duty calls. So please, let's keep talking to our younger ones and, empowering them, sensitizing them. So love you guys so much. I'll see you all on our next shows. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. And thank you all so much for your continuous support. All right. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Okay. All right. Mommy's going now. Mommy's going. Okay, let's go. Let's go. There you go.